breaking news. The Sean P. Diddy Combs verdict is being deliberated right now. Now, some interesting news that I've seen. One, the DA is pushing for 11 years. So they trying to stretch him out as far as they can. You know, he beat the main charges that carried basically a life sentence. He beat those. So they're trying to bang him with as much time as possible. But what I seen come from his team or somebody close to his team, they started booking speaking engagements in Miami for next week. And I'm like, hold on.
They're trying to put him back in the algorithm.
Hold on. They're deliberating his verdict. They're going for 11 years, but his team say he going to be speaking in Miami next week. What they know that we don't know.
That's crazy. And then they say just then, Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 50 months in prison for his conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. He must also pay a $500,000 fine. Combs speaks. He addressed the court earlier and begged the judge for mercy. Begging for mercy is crazy. Calling his actions disgusting, shameful, and sick. Combs apologized to the victims and all the victims of domestic violence. Defense's strategy. Combs' legal team released a documentary-style video at the 11th hour that includes clips of showing Combs' charity work and family. The video is where a letter from Combs stands in stark contrast to continuous efforts by his defense, which has repeatedly stated Combs is not guilty and was targeted unfairly by the government. Now, by the government is big. So that basically they put belt to you already know what to make an example out of him. And mind you, Diddy is 55 years old. So he might predominantly get out. Maybe if he get the good time before he's 60, he's going to be at least 60 or 59.
Because he got to have some time served. Because I know when we first started covering the story was at least a year ago. So he at least got a year in.
Served. They might have gave him that. They had to give him something. And like we said before, we've been telling y'all, everybody that crucified him already before the facts or anything was even presented, especially our own people who put him under ringer the most, do y'all owe him an apology? Or do y'all still feel he's guilty? Because for the most part, most people is not going to want to accept the fact that he only got 4 years. They're going to feel like he should have got the 11. He should have never came home. Because if he got 11, to me, that was life for him. 55, you get out 65, 67, unless you can take care of yourself, but still, that's over with. So it's good that he only got the 4. He might pull 3. And 3 might be 2 and some change. So he actually won.
He definitely won from life to 4 years. That's a win, especially with how they tried to paint him. I mean, literally making documentaries as if he was guilty while he was on trial. I don't think people realized what they were doing, the type of odds they tried to stack against him. Imagine you catch a case, you're sitting in federal custody, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and these major corporations are making $100 million movies of how you was already guilty.
They making all that money off your downfall, off all your pain and suffering. He better get some royalties for all that stuff. Y'all
bringing in so-called victims crying on tape, and the jury is watching all this the whole time. They're seeing the same updates you're seeing and everything. And Cassie is still out here slandering this man. Lady, you got paid. Go have a seat. What more do you want? Like, I don't understand. She's steady trying to run his name through the mud. It's crazy. But all y'all for sure owe Diddy an apology. All y'all for sure owe any of the creators who said, let's wait for the facts. Let's not crucify him. Let's let this play out. And y'all, oh man, y'all the same as him.
Us included, because y'all was crucifying me over my Diddy video. For sure they was. And that went up. But like we said, we got to let the stuff play out. Y'all so quick to just put people in the ringer. And then y'all was naming all the stuff that y'all was saying with the kids and all that. None of that ever came up.
None of that ever came up. We sat here with Lush One, did an interview with one of the chicks who supposedly was at Diddy's party, talking about she got scooped up by a Saudi Arabian prince in wherever she said she was at. Where the hell did she say she was at?
I don't even know.
I don't even remember where she said she was at. Yeah.
It'd be so crazy when people make up these stories for clout. It's like, damn, you got a cold imagination.
Lawndale. She said she was in Lawndale, the 7-Eleven or something, and the Saudi Arabian prince picked her up.
Imagination and sit there with a straight face. You got to be a different type of person.
Right, to say, oh, I was in a party and little people were walking around, but you're alluding to the little people being children, knowing that it wasn't, knowing that it probably was just midgets dressed up because a lot of people have midget kinks.
If he was even there, everybody claimed to be at Diddy parties, but with no footage or nothing.
Right.
They showed us a fake picture of a small window.
These people is crazy, man. So Diddy, it's on the tail end of this. You know, he'll be home soon. Time flies, you know. I see C Murder just got out after 20-something years, so 4 years should fly by.
C Murder got out?
Yeah, C Murder out. I seen him out. We'll speak about that next. But
Is that right?
yeah, for sure. It's a video floating around. Is Diddy gonna throw a welcome home party?
Diddy's for sure throwing a welcome home party.
And
I just don't know how the invitations is gonna be, because I feel like he gonna invite people on purpose and just be on some, oh yeah, y'all thought I was done, huh? I seen all that shit. Diddy gonna get the trip and probably gonna start maxing niggas out. bring him to the spot, be firing niggas shit up.
Hey, Bow Wow for sure gonna be the one picking him up at the gate, because he been itching and feeding for another
Bow Wow
freak
gonna be
off.
the happiest nigga, and it's gonna be genuine for him. They gonna be off hella pink powder and whatever else they on. So Diddy for sure finna come home going up.
Yeah, he gonna come out dressed like the Joker. I hope he do. I'm trying to be at that party though.
He might,
sure.
if he just beat all that, he might as well really come. I ain't gonna say act the fool, but pop his shit.
Well, I don't know.
Everybody was against him. Everybody fell off. Nobody stood up for him except for people like Stevie J. Like you said, maybe Bow Wow spoke highly of him. Maybe a few other people that I'm missing, but for the most part, nobody in the world had anything good to say about that man.
And you know, 50, the troll of the trolls, I seen him release a statement on Instagram. I don't know if this came from his team or him, but 50 seemed like he the type to run his Instagram page, where he wrote a letter to the judge stating that he was in fear for his life and keep Diddy locked up, and Diddy's a monster and this and that. And you know, all the street niggas like, man, 50 back on his rat shit. He on some ratting shit. What the fuck type of shit is that?
That's exactly,
kick a man while he down type shit. Or is he on the 50th law, destroy your enemy totally by any means?
Yeah, I don't I believe he's trolling. I don't think he actually wrote no letter to the judge. If he did, like they said, then yes, you are a rat at that point. But I don't think he's done that. I think he's smart enough to do. He's speaking thoughts that a lot of other people probably want to say, like the Cassies and whoever else felt like they went against him. That's why she's trying to still do what she can do. She probably know Diddy gonna drop that bag on her, and it might get ugly. That money ain't gonna mean nothing. He like, you think you finna just book me? Like, so you never know how it's gonna play out, man. But
yeah, because I seen Rev run, right? He ran out to Bali when he was facing his charges, Russell Simmons. And recently he got spotted back in New York just walking around with it, NY fitted on like nothing was going on. And I'm going, damn, I thought he was running from charges.
yeah, I thought he was coming back and forth for a while now. So
Maybe he got comfortable. Maybe he tired of running. Maybe he got some inside news with this Diddy stuff that, hey, Rev, it ain't that bad. You good. It's green. You got the green light. They got their sacrificial lamb with Diddy. So I don't know. It's a lot of shaky stuff going on.
I think maybe they had him shade off. They had him like, just go chill, sit out, get out the country for a minute and let stuff die down.